My first project with them was Love and Thunder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My first project with them was Ragnarok.
Oh, right.
It's like when all the shadow creatures start showing
Yeah.
up in New Asgard, right?
Yeah, like when Gore stops popping up with the shadow creatures.
Even like the kids, it was like, wow, this is...
Yeah, this is serious stuff.
On this week's episode, we have my friend Elizabeth Lee, who is a Previs artist. Liz has worked on Thor, Love and Thunder, Shazam Fury of the Gods, the live-action Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Noelle with Anna Kendrick. We discuss how she's dealt with some of the ups and downs of the entertainment industry. Liz also happens to be a foodie, so we talk about why animated films always seem to have the most delicious-looking food. We even talk about why we think Vanderpump Rules is executed so perfectly as a reality TV show. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we all love icebreakers.
We love an icebreaker, except the Titanic.
Oh.
I don't think that did the best job at breaking the ice.
No, it did not. But Titanic, great movie.
It is a great movie.
Yeah.
The
James
ice
Cameron.
broke it. James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Yes. Avatar.
Oh, like James Cameron Avatar or the Avatar
James Cameron Avatar. But
Yeah.
then you worked on Avatar as well, but it's not James Cameron Avatar.
No, it was the Avatar Netflix Avatar rebooted TV series. I was lucky enough to just be brought into the team when I was still working on third floor. I was very excited. Like, oh my god, Avatar! Like I grew up on it, watching on Nickelodeon, and but funny thing about when I first entered this project, it was recently the news that Netflix and the creators of Avatar, like they had a creative difference, so they split.
Oh.
That was like literally around the time I got put on that project. So I was concerned.
Mhm.
My concern got lessened when I watched the showrunner. He seemed really on top of it.
Yeah.
And because I remember I was doing a shot, it was just literally Zuko, hunting, hunting the Avatar in open water. And I remember he was like really specific, like, no, it needs to be here at this time. Like I didn't want this pace. So with something like that, I'm like, I feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my time working on that, it was definitely challenging because it was my first time kind of doing full sequences in Previs.
Oh, wow.
Up to that time, at Third Floor, I was just doing more like notes and like shot by shot basis.
Yeah.
But with this, they really challenged me to, own my
that's
work.
so cool. Like a whole chunk you got to, yeah.
Yeah, and no, that was really fun to learn, and it's also kind of like they kind of like, all right, we're gonna throw you in, let's see how you do, kind of thing. But luckily the supervisor, Sean Hall, no, I'm really grateful that he was my soup on that project. He's really cool.
Or were you a big fan of the animated show?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Me and my younger brother, we grew up on that show, so getting that opportunity, I'm like, oh my god. I also worked on the very first few episodes too, so revealing and all that stuff.
Do they intentionally try to make it feel like the animated show for the first episode?
No, I think they were trying to be kind of different.
Oh, okay.
And one, because spoiler alert, in the rebooted Netflix series, they introduced Zuko having like a diary, and they also cut down a lot on the spirit world stuff in the scenes like in the original. So they tried to supplement that with like the book or diary. Yeah. Overall, my experience working on this was really fun, and I just wish I was able to like work on it longer towards I was only there for Previs, and they were taking a pause and then moving on to Postviz.
Postviz and Previs. So I guess let's start with like, what do you do for your job? What's your job?
Previs, what it is basically is what I see is it's a 3D animated storyboard, a reference point for our clients when they go shoot. Previs is a good way to help cut down costs instead of like kind of having like extra B shots.
Mhm.
You have a more solid idea.
I would say it's like the blueprint of the film. Like
Yes.
it's like the kind of like for live action purposes, it's always like the first pass. In animated films, it's always storyboarded first.
Right, yeah.
And then we get into that part of it. But for live action, it's like Previs is kind of that first part of it.
Basically, so you have Previs in the live action. You have Previs, and then they go shoot like, you know, the live action so production, and then there is post viz.
Right.
That's right before like the actual final post team. Basically, what we do in post viz is just have all the CG elements and time it out how they interact with the live action characters.
Yeah.
So because again, like final renderings of CG are like pretty expensive. So again, to save costs and to like, you know, tying up like what the vision is, post viz helps with that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
One example I did a lot of post viz is in Noelle, straight to streaming Disney Plus campy holiday Christmas movie.
Yes.
Noelle
With Anna Kendrick.
with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader and Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley MacLaine.
And then there's a lot of Bill Eichner too. Yeah, one example, when I was working on Noelle, I had several shots with the baby reindeer trying to like get a holding of his flying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
His name's Snow Cone.
Snow Cone. Yes,
Yeah.
you remember, not me. I feel so bad. Oh my god. So there's a shot of him getting used to flying and like training, and it's just the actual live action plates they give us. It's just like a empty barn looking upwards and like, you know, moving around like as if it's following something flying. So what I had to do is basically, you know, get the 3D asset of Snow Cone, track the information in the shot like of where, you know, the barn is in 3D space, and then have and animate Snow Cone flying around it using that data, 3D tracking, and even like a lot of roto that I remember. But yeah, basically I just make sure Snow Cone looks like he's flying in the barn. Yeah.
You're doing the visual effects as you're doing a pass on the visual effects before it gets really, really expensive, because it's just like, okay, can this even work? The idea of let's put Snow Cone flying above this barn. In what way will this shot work? Okay, he's going to fly. He'll be in front. The barn will be in back. There'll be this thing. It's compositing. You know, it's that layering process, right?
No, exactly. Yeah.
But you're also doing, like you said, roto, which is, what's roto scoping?
Oh, rotoscoping. You're counting out what you want to isolate.
Right.
And you're doing that frame by frame. And it's pretty like, you know, arduous work.
Yeah. Labor intensive.
But
those tools have gotten better and better over the years.
Oh yeah.
We were in college.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy what it can do nowadays. Yeah, funny enough, in post it is like surprisingly a lot of compositing, and it's just, but it's not even like, you know, final compositing. It's like subcomping.
Right.
So we're just trying to quickly put together what it would look like, and you know, with the timing and everything, and like you said, then now they can see what it is, and then the final post can use that as reference.
Yeah, that's so cool. I've never actually gotten to do post viz before, but it always seems so much more technical to me because of like the processes of rotoscope, keying. Like it's much more like a compositor. You're basically compositor and animator, you know?
Yeah, I remember when I first got onto the Noelle job, I was surprised at how much After Effects I had to use. This was like right after my Nick Jr. job too, which like was all mostly After Effects as well.
Was Nick your first like big gig? What was your first gig after graduating college? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Nick Jr. is like my first big job.
Yeah.
That I had, because right before I got Nick Jr. job, it was just mostly like very short freelance gigs. Like I learned some roto and comping and nuke when at the Molecule. That's like before Nick Jr. and
right. Yeah, Luke DiTomaso.
Luke, yes, Luke. He was very kind enough to offer me a job. It's like, hey, I mean, if you want to learn compositing and get paid while doing it, why not?
Oh,
and I'm
interesting.
like, yeah. I'm still very grateful for that. But it was funny because I never had him as a teacher, but I was just very grateful he remembered me.
Right. But you also had been like the whole time I've known you, you've always been an animator in my head, is like a
Yeah.
character animator. But that's funny that your first gig out of school was compositor.
Yeah.
And then that actually kind of worked out for your jobs later.
Yeah. The concepts of rotoing, I still remember and input even like today. And I'm still grateful for it. And yeah, and it actually let me see like how good Nuke is
Yeah,
really. And
yeah.
like I had a very short gig with Method. I was just prevising cars, car commercial. Nick Jr. So that was like my first big job, and I was super nervous and like, you know, super excited. I wasn't working on any of the TV shows. We were making interactive content for the Noggin app. And so the properties that we were working on our team, we were working on Umizoomi, Bubble Guppies, and
wow.
these were already released on air like I think like more than 10 years ago.
And so this was, what was the Noggin app? It was like interactive content, so it was like a kind of a game, but also
but also like
an episode of a
but also like
show?
an episode of a show. So yeah, it's funny because they had a hard time naming the apps. Like it's a game, but it's not really a game.
Right. So it's like it's like every TV show, like Dora the Explorer or something, where they're like, "Where's the mountain?" And then it's like you can actually touch the mountain. Is that kind of the premise?
That's pretty much the premise.
Oh, cool.
And
that's fun.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate we couldn't get Dora onto like the play along family, because it's literally, you know, that's like what everyone remembers and what they think of like, oh, interactive like Dora the Explorer. But I remember being told that we couldn't do Dora because there was no assets. They couldn't find anything in the library.
Oh, interesting.
In the archive, or so
it wasn't even a legal thing. It was just
it was not even it was not a legal thing. It was just like there was nothing.
Okay.
Or that's what I was told. But who knows really? But I'm just really sad we couldn't get Dora in. But at least we got Blue's Clues.
Yeah. So you worked on a Blue's Clues interactive. Was it a few episodes or a few clips? However, it was categorized.
It's not like a few scenes or clips. It's more like interactive scenes in the app. So, for example, say Blue and Magenta, they want to find something like hide and seek, basically.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a shot like curtains pulling and then back, and then you got to tap and see where they're hiding. So basically what our team did is like we would make loops of like Blue reacting to the touch input. And then we also do like cutscenes as well. We did cutscenes, like say if you picked the correct answer or you picked the wrong answer, or if the child is away from the iPad, then it'll just like do the
he'd be like
or
instead of
or something like that. We would have like several responses, and we would do that for like each episode, I guess.
Right.
I wish I was on the team working on the actual TV show, but that's been all done in Canada.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite thing that you got to animate of Blue?
I do remember. Oh, this is just like what I remember right now. I remember I had to like just animate a cut scene ending of, you know, Josh is wrapping up and he's thanking the audience, that kind of stuff. I was just animating Blue reacting to Josh, and but basically like she has to have like there's like certain cycles that she does to make her seem playful, because we don't want her like completely still and like bored looking. But no, I remember like doing jumps where she like, you know, flops her ears back and forth like this. I remember doing that. And then and besides animating Blue, I also had to animate the chalkboard characters, and that's like done in After Effects.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm animating Blue reacting Josh, and also to the chalkboard characters. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's because I spent a lot of time in that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just endearing.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, and I did actually meet Josh in person.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, no, he's super sweet. He and his wife, like, yeah, no, they're great. Like, I think he's like one of the only Filipino dudes that is vegetarian.
Okay.
Because he has I remember he was doing a Q&A at the Viacom HQ. That's how I met him in person.
Cool.
I remember he had like a little funny story when he decided to, go vegetarian, and, he told his mom, and his mom had a really cute reaction. She's like, oh, okay, like, but you can still eat chicken, right? No. Another thing I remember about Josh is, so the producer on our team, on the Blues Clues and You team, Grace, she actually has seen Josh perform as Aladdin because he was an understudy before being recruited as the host.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, it was so cool. It's a huge coincidence.
Right.
And like it was just a huge coincidence that Grace at that night like happened to be the performer, and like they just happened to call Josh in, even though he was an understudy. And Grace said he was great, and
That's not how they cast him though. Was from her seeing that.
Oh no. That
so happened that
it just
she
so
saw
happened.
the night that
Yeah.
he was. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it was like I'm pretty sure the timing of what she told me. It was like right before like they announced Josh as the new host. It was a huge coincidence. So that was really funny. And he still remembers Grace too, which is great.
Oh, so you talked to him about that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was really happy when Nickelodeon announced him as the new host. I'm like, oh my God, like one of the first Asian hosts.
It's true, yeah.
And him being Filipino, I'm like, oh my God. All right, okay. Yeah.
And vegetarian, apparently.
Yes. Oh, and then, oh my God, and in his like shirtless pics, I remember like people...
Sorry, can we go back for a second?
Sorry. No, I'm just, oh my God, all the memories are like flooding because I'm trying to...
All the memories are flooding. You're like, Blue's Clues, shirtless pics of Josh.
Oh God. Yeah, no, because I remember around the time Nickelodeon announced Josh, me and my coworkers, we all use Twitter, and like apparently they found shirtless pics of Josh, and like people were freaking out over it, because he got announced as host. So
right.
It was just him shirtless and posing, like black and white. Yeah, and he's a good-looking guy and fits, so it's natural what the response would be. No, it was just super funny seeing that, and
then they showed Steve with his shirt off too, and you were like, it's not. It's not so.
Oh, right, and Steve's the one who recommended Josh too. I forgot.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Steve. Steve is the guy. I mean, I grew up on OG Blues Clues. You did too. Did you watch Blues Clues as a kid?
Steve was the guy I grew up watching, and then I stopped when he went to college.
Oh yeah. Because by then we were going to college. No. He went to college earlier than that.
Yeah.
Who was your main TV show that you watched as a kid? Was it Blues Clues? Was it Sesame Street? Was it Barney? Who was your go-to?
Oh, like when I was like
when you were a kid, yeah, like that age. What was like the show you would watch incessantly?
Blues Clues was one of them, and then I don't know, and a lot of the PBS kids shows too. Arthur.
Oh, I loved Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur.
That show was
classic.
So great.
Yeah, wait, is it still running?
I don't know. Arthur the Aardvark.
No, yes, Arthur the Aardvark. I remember reading the books too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like even like with his older design where he actually just looked like an anteater.
Yeah,
I remember that. Oh man.
Oh wait, was he an anteater or an aardvark? I think he's an aardvark, right?
Oh wait,
but he looks like an anteater. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
It's fine. No, I just remember like the long nose, so I just assume anteater. But so Arthur, like Dragon Tales, I don't know if you ever...
Oh, yeah, Dragon Tales.
Yeah, so I remember watching a lot of that. And, it's funny because I'm pretty sure we were also the age group... Well, it might be a little before our time, like Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah. I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Okay, yeah, because I remember watching reruns, but it didn't really come out when we were a kid, right? It was like much before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor.
We miss you, Mr. Rogers.
Could you be my... Won't you be my neighbor? Hello,
Beautiful.
neighbor.
Beautiful.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh man.
Yeah, I loved Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That was fun. And I was a big Barney guy. I loved Barney.
I do remember watching Barney too, but not as much. But yeah, no, the purple dinosaur. Everyone, our age at least.
Yes. And then all these years later, you find out that Selena Gomez was one of the kids all along. You're like,
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that.
you're like, I'm learning right now.
Right, delayed alert or just reminded. I'm like, oh, right, okay. Yeah, totally forgot about that. Wait, do you know who else?
I think she's the only like well known
Oh,
one.
okay.
But she's very famous now. But it's funny because
Yeah.
it's like she is our age, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we grew up with her. We were like the age she was then, and then
Yeah, and seeing her go through all that drama. Oh God, yeah.
she seems to be doing great now.
Oh yeah, no, she and Benny are great.
Her and Benny Blanco are doing phenomenally well.
Yeah,
So
happy
I'm
for them.
happy for them.
Yep.
Like we've known them.
Yeah, like as if we
we've
know them personally.
Yeah, she's she's our buddy.
Yeah, NBD.
So, you know what's funny is like I've known you for many years, but I don't know if I've ever asked you like why you wanted to work in animation in the first place.
Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about it. Funny enough, it was kind of on a whim, but it was because, like, throughout high school, like, I already, like, was building up my own portfolio. Like, I've been going to this after-school art school.
Oh, okay.
But, like, I never really thought what I wanted to do as a career. I just thought, like, oh, I'll just go to RISD and become an illustrator, ?
Oh.
Besides RISD, I also wanted to go to Art Center, funny enough, in Pasadena. But when I got both waitlisted at RISD and, rejected at Art Center, and SVA was actually my backup school. And I got accepted at the other schools, like one in Chicago and like actually one in the Bay Area too. But I didn't really feel any pull towards them.
Right.
So, and I was like kind of panicking, like, cause like I had to respond which school I'm going to go to. But so I started thinking back, like what I really enjoyed as a kid. And besides eating food, I enjoyed watching movies.
Yeah.
The Silver Age Disney stuff, and like even some of the Golden Age stuff, and like the Pixar, like the stuff that made Pixar really popular. Like I grew up on that stuff, and even like downloads of guilty movies that my dad downloaded. It's like he didn't really buy them; he torrented them.
Of what movies?
The Ghibli movies.
Oh, the Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So like no, so that's like what I remember and like call to when I was thinking about like what I need to do as a career or job. So, and I even read, I forgot what like art magazine. It was like talking about Finding Nemo, and it was interviewing several animators, and there was like one comment saying like she did her education at SVA, and I'm just like, okay.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's great. That's so funny.
So it was kind of on a whim, really funny enough. But I mean, I don't regret it. Like I made great friends, and even like the work has not been that steady. Like the projects I have been on, like I really do value them, the experience, and like the coworkers that I met, the people I work with in this field, like I've really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like I've been really lucky with the teams that I've like been on.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's funny. So what were there specific films that were the ones that were always your favorites? Like what was your favorite Pixar film growing up?
Oh geez, that's like asking a favorite child.
I know.
The one thing that comes to mind is The Incredibles,
because
I remember watching that endlessly.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just like it has everything, the music, the humor, and like the snappiness. I don't know.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah. And even like, and there's still like, I feel like there's still jokes being made about it too. It's like,
Oh yeah.
like I don't know. It's yeah, Brad Bird. He was cooking something.
Yeah.
And there's like allegedly, I don't know. There's just like some lore about Incredibles 2. So I don't know where I heard this. I swear I've heard this like from older artists. Um, but basically, you remember how Pixar's human look was kind of weird, like uncanny valley?
Right at the beginning.
Yeah, like with Andy in Toy Story. Like
Mhm.
he was kind of like, ooh.
Yeah. What was it was the first animated film, CG animated film they ever made.
They're still figuring it out.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah, they were still figuring it out. But like apparently it was only until Incredibles they really like honed it down.
Right.
Apparently thanks to Brad Bird and his background in 2D animation, because like he understands like silhouettes and character design.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar before Incredibles they would try to make it more realistic human, but no, this is, you know, they're making stylized movies, so they got to make the characters stylized too.
Yeah.
So apparently Incredibles is when like they like honed down like.
Right. They finally locked it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense because in their timeline it's like, you know, they start with toys, bugs, monsters, you know. It's
yeah,
like
non-human. They're trying to
non-human
avoid
characters.
Yeah, trying to avoid human characters as much as possible.
Yeah.
And apparently there was some pushback with like how Brad Bird wanted the characters to look. I never confirmed. This is just a rumor, but like that seems pretty interesting if true.
Yeah, it's probably also a combination of. It's definitely a combination of what the tools could do as it went on, because every movie it would like force them to get better and learn something new.
Oh yeah, no, that is a good point. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the octopus rig with Finding Dory.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have met and talked with the guy who was the main animator for the octopus rig, because like I took an animation class in Animation Collaborative, and Jim, main animator on the octopus rig, it was because like he was from Titmouse and also from a very technical background as well, and the octopus rig was like quite hard.
Oh yeah,
it's very many moving parts and a lot of R&D was put into it. They had Jim animate him because he knew, or he's good at like the hard technical stuff.
Yeah,
they just showed us like step-by-step process of like, oh, so because it's like such a complicated shot, because he's having the octopus like jump wall to wall, escaping somewhere, and
they had the aquarium of Morro Bay in Finding Dory.
Yeah, I think it is that shot. It's basically him sticking to a wall and then like jumping out the window, I believe. And he drew it out first, and then like draw each tentacle that he wants to be more prominent in the shot, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
Because like it's a lot of moving tentacles, so I guess it makes sense to like try to condense it into like more comprehensive moving parts. He just like put it into chunks, and then like, you know, and bit by bit, like with each step he would, you know, add more poses.
Oh, cool.
And then, you know, I think he did mention like, yeah, there would be like complications with the rig, and but you know, it's Pixar, like, so
yeah. So it would be like the first step would be like he would just do like the whole body would go here and here and here just to get like the positions of where the octopus would be, and then he'd slowly add tentacles and squash and stretch and all that stuff as he went through.
I think it might be a mix of both, because I do remember him saying after he drew out the boards of what poses he wanted to make, he would like try to match that, and then like
so he would pre-plan it. He would draw it out first. This and then this and then this, and then he'd go into his CG shot, and then he'd animate it.
Yes, pretty much.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense to me, especially for a complicated rig like that. But no, Jim is a really great teacher. He's like the kind of, I guess, supervisor that I want to be, because the way he explains his notes and his edits, it's I guess it helps because he draws over it too. So when he's explaining, he's like, oh, okay, I like how this works, but here there's a reason why it looks janky or weird. It's because like the weight's not on the hip or something like that. So I really responded well to that, and I did tell him that, and he seemed to appreciate it, which I'm glad. But no, Jim, like, really great teacher and animator, and like someone who I want to aspire to be.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Would you say you're a visual learner?
Yeah.
based off of that. I am too. I have to see things, and I feel like that's the way that I understand it. You know?
No, I'm the same. It's kind of funny. I feel like that's how I am too with like watching shows and reading subtitles. Even though I can hear perfectly,
Right.
I just need that.
I enjoy reading a subtitle too.
Okay.
Even if I don't know why. I feel like it's like if I'm not hearing everything, at least I don't miss what's happening because I can read it.
Yeah.
And sometimes people, performances or just the sound mix is like very low, and you're like hearing, they're like, and then in the place, and you're like, what was the place? What were they talking about?
Like you're mumbling. I can't
You're mumbling.
hear.
I might also have a hearing issue.
Yeah,
but...
no, I'm pretty sure I probably do too. I don't know.
But also, so he did pre-planning where he would like draw out something and then he would go in and then like animate it for real.
Yeah.
When you're doing a shot, do you pre-plan things or are you more straight ahead?
I definitely try to pre-plan things. Yeah, because like I remember just trying to do straight ahead just in my imagination, but I always like suffer and like stop like in the beginning stages because like I need reference. I need to know like the plan. And it's not just animation, just like in all forms of art, really, you need reference. But how I approach a shot now is like, yeah, I would film just on like my phone or even on my iPad, but I make sure I know the settings, like, oh, is it 24 frames or 30 frames? But the technical side, so I just film whatever, like say I want to do like a animation exercise.
So you shoot yourself for reference.
Yeah.
And then,
And then I would, bring it into, there's this like website where you can just like, download your footage and then like draw over it.
Sync Sketch?
Oh yeah, Sync Sketch. Yeah. I would draw like the key poses
in
my reference. And then I would use that, to animate my poses. And like it, and I won't like follow the reference exactly. Because one example, I did like a lift chair exercise, and in the beginning, like there are some moments where I had to like shorten timing or in my animation compared to the reference because like it just looked awkward.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and also you're exaggerating, right?
Yes.
So like when you're using reference, rarely are you matching exactly what you did. It's usually that plus
yes,
faster, slower, whatever the
like more style or possess, which reference is reference. But yeah, so I'll put down the major key poses in Maya, and then I would kind of like go back and forth, animating and then looking at what I drew, copy the poses and then tweak them here and there. And when I feel like I have enough poses in the scene, then in the timeline in Maya, I kind of like mess around with the poses in the timing, and then I just like repeatedly on loop incessant, just like keep watching, and even this is like the timing part is always like I feel like people spend the longest, and like you've been looking at it like 1,000 times, so like you're not even sure what is good anymore.
Totally.
I think that's like the most fun for me because working on the timing I don't know, I think it's like a great feeling for me when I finally hit something. So when I finally am happy with the timing, then like I think I'll even put even more in between poses, and then like I'll just go straight to spline and then work out from there.
Would you say that lines up with how you are in life? Are you more of a planner or are you more of a go with the flow?
Right now, I'm more go with the flow. I know it's
interesting.
Weird.
Interesting dynamic, right? Yeah. That you work one way, but you like you go through life a different way.
Yeah, it's funny because like I want to be more purposeful and like be more productive with my time. But like
we all want that.
Yeah, we all want that.
Everybody wants that.
But in reality, I'm not like that. But no, like when it comes to animating a shot, like I feel planning out works better for me.
Yeah.
Even though I want to be that person that could just do it straight away.
Yeah. Oh my God. I wish I could be the person who could just like have things come out of there. I always say that with drawing is like, I wish I could be that person who could just come up with a thought and be like, I want this type of character and it's a Viking, but you're also a mermaid. And like you draw it and somehow it just comes out of your head and they put it on paper. I'm not that person.
Yeah. I need like prompts from someone.
Yeah, I need to look at reference, like you were saying. I need to look at pictures of a Viking, pictures of a mermaid, and then combine it that way.
Yep.
It's funny how our minds work.
Yeah.
You went to Nickelodeon. You were there on Blue's Clues, the interactive game for a while. You did Umizoomi, Blue's Clues. Noelle was before Third Floor.
Yeah, like all the stuff I learned from SVA and still the stuff from Nick Jr. Yeah, like After Effects stuff, it did help me in Noelle.
Yeah.
And that was also when I learned doing stuff for Post-Fizz. That was my very first Post-Fizz project, Noelle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And yeah, so I was very fortunate to have a supervisor who was willing to show me the ropes because I told him, and he also asked me, and I told him point blank, like, yeah, I have no experience with Post-Fizz. I did some Previs. Like, and I'm more of a character animator, that kind of stuff. And he's like, oh, okay, all right, welcome to the school of Mike.
Nice.
Because his name is Mike.
Nice. It'd be weird if his name was Fred.
Yeah, no.
Welcome to the school of Mike. You're like, but you're Fred, right?
It's like, that doesn't matter, no.
That's Mike. We'll show you this school.
Oh, man. No, I was very grateful he showed me the ropes because, I had no idea what I was doing. That's when he showed me how to like 3D track in the live action scene and then how to like, put, CG elements into that and, animate stuff interacting with live action elements.
So cool.
Yeah. And so he taught me all of that. He also helped me get a job after we finished up with Noelle because he's originally based in Vancouver, but the mill in New York at the time reached out to him, but he was going back to Vancouver, so he said my name, and then got.
So then you got the job at the mill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it was just like Previs stuff with. I did Previs stuff for like a turkey smoking ad. Like it was.
Okay, my brain went somewhere else when you said turkey smoking. You mean food? I was picturing like a turkey with a cigarette.
No. It was for like a nicotine patch, I think.
Oh, that's funny.
I think it was a nicotine. It was basically like they're showing the turkey trying to quit cold turkey.
Ah, got it. But I'm bum.
Yeah. And then like did some phone commercial thing with the mill, and funny enough, the supervisor that I was working under at the mill, Scott. I remember Scott McGinley. He's actually spent a lot of time in DreamWorks.
Yo, I know Scott.
Oh, you do know.
I work with him now.
He's there now?
Yeah. I had lunch with him yesterday.
I'm dead. Oh my God, I'm dead.
Wait, you worked with Scott at the mill?
Yeah. He had a quick, I don't think he was there that long, but I remember, he moved back to New York with his wife to be closer with family anyways. He was at the mill. He was supervising. That's where I first met him. And he was super cool. And I also remember that another lead or another senior artist back at the third floor also knows Scott because he also worked at DreamWorks.
Third Floor, when did that happen where they actually reached out? Had you applied before to Third Floor?
Yeah, I did. It was kind of just like me sending out job applications everywhere. And I got an email from them February 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. And they said like, oh, can you come in for the week? And obviously I was still in New York, and I asked about like, hey, is there any accommodation? Because if you only want me for like a week or two. But no, they said no. So I was like, okay, then this is not going to work. And then I thought that was that, but COVID happened and everyone was pretty much scrambling to set up their work from home stuff, including Third Floor. And they contacted me back again in September 2020. And that was when they were like, okay, we're all remote. Yeah, you can work from home. And I was I already like moved back to California too. When COVID hit, like when the lockdowns happened around March, that I like literally flew back to stay with my parents in San Jose. But yeah, September 2020, they contacted me and basically, yeah, and like right then and there, they're just like, it's like, all right, go.
So cool.
Yep. And my first project with them was Love and Thunder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Because my first project with them was Ragnarok.
Oh, right. Oh, I totally forgot.
So
yeah.
it was the same deal where it was like 2 weeks, come, we'll test you out, basically, is what it is, right? But yeah, so how was that working on Love and Thunder?
Oh, I thought it was great. It was pretty intimidating because it was like kind of crunch time during that time, and so a lot of edits had to be done pretty quickly. Yeah. So like
and it's your first Marvel project, which is Marvel is always like it's stressful because you're just like it's gotta be.
I was pretty nervous. I was excited, but I was just nervous. I didn't want to screw anything up. But no, they loved me, or at least Gerardo liked me enough. Gerardo's the supervisor, and Mitch was the lead. And no, they were both great. They were very understanding and very nice. And you know their notes were like, you know, pretty easy and they also were like willing to like go on call and explain stuff.
Oh, that's cool that they were actually like open to, you know, helping you learn their process and everything too. Yeah. Especially because it's like when you're getting shot out of a cannon like that and you're like, okay, now I'm working on a Marvel project. I've never done anything like this before. I'm working on a movie, really. I mean, like you had worked on Noelle at that point.
But this was like kind of different.
This was different.
Yeah. Even though it was kind of like sink or swim situation, I'm still grateful to be able to like work on Love and Thunder. Yeah. Yeah. So the stuff that I worked on in Love and Thunder.
Yeah, what'd you work on?
It was mostly in the beginning sequence when the kidnapping of the kids happened.
Yeah, right.
I mostly just worked on notes on that, but I do remember
it's like when all the shadow creatures start showing up in New Asgard, right?
Yes. Yeah, like when Gore stops popping up with the shadow creatures. Yeah, I remember doing a couple shots of when they pop out. Mm-hmm. It was just like a simple shot of like we see behind Gore and then like all the shadows come out of the shadow or shadow creatures come out of the shadows. So I remember
Christian Bale was great in that movie.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Gore was like probably the most interesting thing about the film.
Fair.
Oh, man.
But I thought he was very interesting, and that scene was really fun.
Oh.
Specifically, like all the shadow creatures coming up and like the kids. It was like, wow, this is...
Yeah, this is serious stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I enjoyed working on those.
So those were kind of the two big scenes you worked on? Was the...
the kidnapping sequences I mostly remember working on. And then, and that scene, that was just like one shot. It was like pretty quick. Yeah. And then I did a couple of like Unreal edits for when they like meet the gods.
Okay. Yeah.
I only really did like a few shots. Oh, like it was when like the big boat that was like crashing in. I remember like just doing edits, like lighting edits for that in Unreal. And there was, I remember working on a lot of like cut shots, which is unfortunate. Yeah. I remember I animated a shot of the purple alien character guard.
Right. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The one that's like his head is like smushed. It's like
and has like blades for hands or weapons. I remember doing a shot like she cut open a half of like a shadow creature because it was grabbing on like a kid. Like I remember it was just like she did a somersault in the air and like cut the creature in half and like, you know, lands a cool pose.
Oh, cool.
I remember doing that shot and I worked a lot. I feel like I put a lot of time in that. So I thought for sure it'd be in the final cut, but it wasn't. Yeah, so disappointment.
That's a lot of previs work though, right? That's kind of the whole thing is we're trying out things early on, like we were saying earlier, so that they know if things work or not, and then they can decide if they're going to shoot it or not and be like,
exactly.
Hey, Valkyrie, want to do a flip? I forget what the actress's name is, but
oh yeah, me too. Oh my god. Yeah. But no, yeah, you're right. It's previs, or at least a lot of times pre-production in general. You kind of have to have a thick skin and not be so married to what you're working on.
Yeah.
Because like, especially if you're employed at a pretty large and established place, it's like, yeah, you will be credited, but like it's not really your work or
Yeah.
your vision.
Yeah, I think I worked on a little bit of Avengers Infinity War, which was fun. That was with Gerardo,
Yes.
who is your supervisor on
Yes.
Love and Thunder. And he was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to work on the scene where Thanos, the scene on Titan. So it's the scene where all of them are there to fight Thanos at the end of Infinity War.
Oh my god. You were on that sequence?
I was on that sequence. That was some of the first stuff that I worked on at Third Floor.
What the heck?
I worked on a lot of Drax shots and a lot of ideas that went away that weren't in the final thing. And then some ideas that were there but then changed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So like I did a shot where Thanos grabs Drax by the neck and slams him into the ground.
Right.
And then in the movie, he does that to Spider-Man instead.
Yes.
So things like that change a lot in the middle of production, you know. But there was, I think there were some shots that I did that did end up in the movie, but it was a few.
Yeah.
And this was after a few months of working on it because it's so iterative. They're changing so much.
Yeah, it's like the whole point of previs is to have a fast turnover.
Yes.
For the clients to see as soon as possible.
Yeah. I had one shot, like you were saying, like that got cut. That was of Drax with like a big gun, and because Thanos's Titan planet was like had less gravity, he'd be like, and he'd fly in the air and he'd doof, 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 and he kept going up into space.
Oh, that's a funny gag.
And Spider-Man grabbed him and brought him back down. But that stuff, it gets cut.
Yeah.
So it's like it wasn't necessary. But then the shots that did make it in, I think I had a scene where they were fighting in New York with Doctor Strange, and it's the scene where the aliens come down. It's Iron Man goes, "Earth is closed today."
Right. Yeah.
Calls him Squidward.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah. But when they're fighting back and forth, and then they like pick up things and they're throwing it at each other.
Right.
And then Doctor Strange is opening up the portal.
Right.
And there's like sending bricks and things back and forth. Those were the shots that I got to work on, which was really fun.
Oh my god, what the hell? It's like literally the action. Like literally right there. All the action. Damn.
It was, there were some action shots. It was fun. But I was very new too. Junior artists, you don't really get anything too big. And I wasn't even really working sequence based. We were working shot based. So it's cool that you got to do some sequence based stuff. That's fun.
Well, it was like kind of like they would try to give us shots that like are right next to each other.
Yeah.
But it was more shot by shot. But like they did try to focus like certain artists like in this sequence so that it's not like a lot of back and forth.
Right. Did you have like a favorite thing that you got to do on Love and Thunder? Other than the front flip? It's
when Thor is like swinging his axe. Sorry, not the hammer. Because that comes in later. He was swinging his axe around the shadow creatures, and then I remember just doing like small edits of right after that shot. It's just literally the hammer coming in, and it's just like it's the hammer POV shot. I just did small edits for that.
So when you're saying small edits, you mean it's a shot that somebody had set up already, and then you go in and you're changing the timing, you're changing the framing a little bit.
Like finishing up for the client because maybe they changed their line last minute or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember. I don't know why. I just thought it was funny, like just seeing that shot of the hammer just flying around. Yeah, and because it's like that part of the movie, he sees the hammer, like, oh my god, you're back. Yeah. And no, I just thought it was funny because the music, it's that classic opera song. Yeah. And and he sees Natalie Portman. I'm like, and he's like, oh my god, what the hell's happening?
It's the long lost lover is returning, but it's his hammer.
Yeah. And he's like, and then he sees who's wielding his like, and yeah, I remember enjoying seeing like those shots. Yeah. And and I remember when I was first brought onto this project, Gerardo he usually pulls aside new artists to like for kickoffs to brief the new artist on the project. And I remember he had us watch the that particular sequence. It's like just fully Thor like swinging around, and then that whole hammer coming in and revealing Natalie Portman. So we saw like kind of like it was like a more final pass,
Right.
but I remember there's still edits on it. But he was like, just look at this. This is like our general vibe, and this is like what we're looking for.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But you came into it and you were like, oh, spoiler alert.
No, actually, I'm like, oh, I mean, they told us beforehand anyway, but like just seeing like that, I'm like, oh, but that's like kind of why I enjoy like working in this field, because I do get spoilers and I already know the story, but it's, I don't know, just seeing like the nitty gritty, like the skeletons, I guess.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, me too. It's fun because you find out like kind of way before anybody does, which is fun. Like it was on Infinity War, Gerardo also like explained to us. He literally read us the script of like the first scene, and the first scene always had a version of Thanos grabbing Loki and snapping his neck. And we were like, oh, like we're just sitting there like day one, and then he's like, so then he grabs Thanos, or Thanos grabs Loki, and he goes, and Loki's dead, and we were like, oh my god,
I can imagine him.
This is day one.
That's crazy.
On the project.
Oh my god.
It's fun to have that like that inside scoop early on, but yeah, it does ruin the movie for you a little bit, which is the one drawback of working on films.
I guess it is, but I don't know, for me I feel like it kind of adds to it, like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing it develop.
Yeah, I see like in the beginning stages, and I guess the fun part is a lot can change. Like usually it does change. Like a lot of stuff changes between. And when I see the final product, it is almost like a first time watching it. But I think I just really enjoy like just seeing what they change, or at least what I remember what they changed.
Totally. And then you sit there at the end, you're like, oh, they went with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that part I do enjoy. But usually when I watch movies, especially first time around, I try not to think about that. I just try to enjoy the experience. But no, like stuff like that I enjoy, and like, you know, and being part of this industry like that, that's what I also enjoy, besides seeing my name on the silver screen.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
That's always so cool, right? You go to the theater or you're with your parents or something, and you're like, there's my name. There it is. And it's gone.
Yeah. And no, because like I remember like we would see your name, and you get hit with messages from your friends like, oh, hey, and then and some of my friends even, they would send like pictures or screenshots.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my god, you didn't have to do that.
It was always so nice. I feel like it's funny, the longer you're in it, the less people do that. Because they're like, yeah, they've been working in this for a while.
NBD.
So I'm like, it's still exciting every time. If you want to take a picture, send it. That's fun.
Yeah, like it's still exciting. This was a big blockbuster.
Yeah. You know, the thing with our industry that is, it's amazing for all those reasons, right? Like there's so much fun that can come out of it. But I think that another hard thing is like the nature of film industry is it's like a lot of ups and downs. Like there's there's work, and then there's not work.
When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours, which means it's just like when there is work, there's a lot of work. And then when there's no work,
it's a desert almost.
It's a drought.
Yep.
And we're kind of coming towards a time where I think it's going to start to like pick up again, but it definitely has been very droughty for a while.
Yeah.
What has been your experience like being out of work, being at work, and like trying to like wrestle with that?
The thing is, it's still kind of an ongoing process for me, because one, I tie my identity with my career. It's kind of unhealthy. Yeah. So, honestly, like, having, you know, large gaps of unemployment has been familiar to me even before COVID. Yeah. Because when it rains, it pours, and it's a bit more scarce for me too, because as an animator in New York, there's not many like animation jobs. It's mostly a lot of like compositing and like commercial advertising work.
Right.
And usually the commercial studios and like other studios, they already have their list of freelancers that they go back to. So yeah, it really, like, if I want to get it, it's like a matter of luck that they're going to be out. And yeah.
It's hard to break into it. And then once you are into it, it's this constant thing of trying to be at the top of people's minds when they think like, oh, okay, who do we need? We need an animator. Or who do we go to? Oh, Liz. Like, that's who we'll hire.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to get there if you're not there already.
Yeah, it's like the weird dilemma of like job. Like, you need experience for this entry level job, but
right?
It's an
you
entry
need
level
5
job.
years experience for an entry level job. You're like,
that's not okay.
The math isn't mathing.
Yeah, no, exactly. The way I have dealt with unemployment, I mean, honestly, I just used to try to distract myself.
Yeah, what you're saying though about like not tying your identity to your work is something that I've talked about with a lot of our friends, but it's like it is true because it's something that you enjoy doing. Yeah. Which is
working on cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it is a privilege, and I feel we are pretty lucky, but like I would like some more support here.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like there's nothing we can do to control how the industry works. Right? All we can do is like do our stuff, do our work, make our own things, and, you know, see what happens. And a lot of it is like all the things, luck, timing, and just being in the right place at the right time. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've dealt with it a bunch of times in my career. I've had like months of unemployment, you know.
And it gets to you, even though it's not really reflective of your skills as an artist.
No, ever.
Yeah. And like, it's weird. It's in the back of my mind. I know it, but like, it still gets to me. Yeah. Yeah. And that like, so that part, it's been an ongoing process. And it's only really recently, like, I started therapy. And so like, I feel like that does help because I'm just like word vomiting to my therapist. And I feel like that does help.
Therapy helps all the time. Yeah. It's not all the time, but I think that it helps to be able to have somebody who's a sounding board who isn't your friends and family.
Yeah, but better to have an impartial party. Yeah. And also trying to see more friends and hang out with friends. Yeah. So like, it is like, I know it is to distract myself, but it is good for me like to be out and be socialized.
Yeah. It totally is. Other than movies, food was the other thing that you were always focused on. If I hear the word foodie,
you think of me?
Oh, if I want a recommendation for like a great place to eat, I'll go, okay, Liz knows where the right place is to go. Like, I remember when we were in college, we would go and walk 20 blocks to K-Town because that's where the food was good. And you were like, it's lunchtime. Let's go there. I was like, there's Dollar Pizza on the corner. But you're like, but there's amazing food 20 blocks that way.
Yeah, like, I didn't want to keep eating Dollar Pizza. I love Dollar Pizza. Two Bros. Dude, that was my right. Yeah, they're great. But no, I feel kind of bad thinking back how I acted. Because like in my head, I was thinking like, well, K-Town has like a lot of good affordable food that's cheaper than around us.
This is true.
Yeah, which is true, but like I kind of overestimated people's enthusiasm to walk there.
Do you have a favorite type of food that you like to go get?
Besides Korean, which is like my base.
Yes.
Italian is like one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Korean palates and Italian palates, I feel like they enjoy each other's food because like it's somewhat similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though Korean food there are a lot of spicy dishes.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of other dishes that calls for a lot of garlic, a lot of like really robust flavors. And like they can be the same with Italian cooking. It can be pretty simple. The only difference is like I feel like Italy struck out lucky with like ingredients what they have in the region, whereas in Korea they had to like just look towards more like preserving and like making more stews kind of stuff.
Right. Do you have a type of food that you've had that it's like changed your life?
Funny enough, it's actually Shake Shack's burger.
Really?
Growing up, my mom, being a health nut, scared me, kid me into not eating hamburgers because of the mad cow disease thing going on.
Right.
Every time we go to a fast food restaurant, even if they don't serve chicken nuggets, I would try to ask for chicken nuggets. And me growing up in California, I would go to In-N-Out a lot with friends, and I would just be like, oh, they don't have chicken nuggets though, so I have to eat the fries. So there's memories of that.
Wow,
And
so you
then-
didn't really have burgers at all your whole life.
Yeah,
And
because I
then-
was scared of it.
Yeah.
And it was only until my aunt, was just like, yeah, Shake Shack's famous for their burger,
Yeah.
whatnot. And I'm like, I'm in a new environment. I'm finally starting like a new chapter in my life, so maybe I'll just try it.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for a cheeseburger.
I just ate it. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I'm like, so I missed out this whole time?
It was like every movie where you're like,
Like the Ratatouille?
Yeah, exactly.
Ratatouille scene.
Ratatouille.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Back to my childhood. That one time I accidentally ate a burger or something.
It's like, oh, the flavors. No.
All the flavors.
Oh, man.
Ratatouille is a great movie.
Yeah, which another Brad Bird movie.
It is another. Is Brad Bird your favorite filmmaker?
He's up there. Definitely, at least for animated movies.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, I'm lying. He is kind of up there, even when he directed one of the Mission Impossible movies,
Yes.
I really enjoyed it.
That's a great movie. That's the one where he's on the massive building in Dubai. I
the
think.
tallest building in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant. Yeah, classic.
I mean,
they're still.
Superman.
Oh God, that scene
sad.
makes me cry.
Also, the food in that movie, that pizza that they eat, looks so delicious.
Oh God,
Hogarth.
Dude, whenever I think of like food and movies, I think of Studio Ghibli. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. It's just they know how to like color that lighting that makes it look juicy or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, I don't know what black magic you do, but it
I
looks
feel like
really.
it's in animated movies in general. Every time I see food in animated movies, it just makes me want to eat the food. And then I try it in real life. I made my mom get me chicken wings when I was a kid because of Ichabod Crane. Remember Ichabod Crane?
Vaguely.
So the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It was a
Yeah.
shorter film that they made at Disney.
Yeah.
And he literally ate chicken wings, but he would eat them like he would just like
like clean off
clean
the bone.
off the bone
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
yeah.
it looked like, oh, that looks, he makes it, and then he goes like, and it makes it look delicious.
Yep.
And so I was like, okay, Mom, can you get me chicken wings? And she gets the chicken wings, and I was like,
Never mind.
oh, there's like bone in I don't know, what is this?
There's bone.
And I just, it's in the bone. Yeah. But I did not like it the first time I had it. And it did not come clean off the bone like
You were disappointed.
Ichabod Crane. Yeah, no, I was disappointed.
Were you also disappointed that Turkish Delight wasn't really as good as it sounded like in Narnia?
Have you had Turkish Delight and don't enjoy it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, and like I legit remember reading, Narnia for school.
Yes.
And everyone, I feel like everyone remembers like the description of Turkish Delight. The White Snow Queen lured one of the siblings with the promise of delicious Turkish Delight.
Right.
And I even remember in the movie, like, it looked really good because it was just like powdered sugar with like this jelly type thing. But when I actually had it in person, I'm like, oh, it's kind of bland, or not bland, sorry. It's like the one I had kind of too much rose water, or yeah.
Oh.
It's funny how in films, like, it can just like idealize and makes you want to fantasize food, at least.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of disappointing in reality.
Right.
Sometimes, but like, yeah, no, it's just funny how film can do that.
Well, your animated short at the end of our college was a lot of fun.
Chubzilla. You want to talk about that?
We can talk about Chubzilla. So
Ugh.
Chubzilla and Chibidora.
Yeah, so it's the misadventures of Chubzilla.
The misadventures of
oh my
Chubzilla.
God, over a decade. Jesus Christ.
I know. It was
Almost
a
a
long
decade,
time
sorry.
ago.
Yeah. The premise is basically like Chubzilla is pretty much wrecking this town, but we're seeing his POV where it's not really all destruction in his view. It's just Candyland.
Right.
And he's just frolicking.
He's in a version of like Sugar Rush or something where it's just this beautiful,
Yeah,
like,
we took a lot of reference from Sugar Rush.
yeah,
from
like
from that
cakes
movie.
and, you know, all this stuff.
Yep.
And what's happening is just chaos in the real world, but
Yep. Chaos and destruction.
death.
Death.
And he's just la 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 la.
Yep. Oh yeah, and it was supposed to be a different story too. We're supposed to go with Dom's original dragon story, but Meet the Pyro short came out. For those of us who are familiar with TF2 or Team Fortress 2, they usually come out with these like character shorts, and they're usually really funny. And they came out with Meet the Pyro, which I think a lot of people were kind of hyped for because he's like the mysterious mask guy, and he's pyro, he works with fire.
Yeah.
His short was hilarious because it was the same premise. Like he's just, you know, mowing down everyone with fire and is terrifying, but in his view he's just like blowing bubbles and there's unicorns and like it's all fantasy land.
Oh, that's cool. So that was kind of the inspiration for what you ended up going with the short.
Yeah, we liked that idea so much, and I guess we got kind of scared because the dragon story was a bit more melancholy, a bit sadder, and we both decided that it's easier and probably better to start with just a new story together.
Yes.
And I mean, yeah, and it worked out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you won a few awards for Chubzilla.
Along with you, we were in the same ceremony.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
one
yeah.
of them. Yeah, we what was it? Oh, well, like we got like, you know, department like award.
Yes.
And then we got the Silver Cube Award at the Art Directors Club, which is yes, and you won the Gold Cube and the Black Cube, I remember. It's weird I remembered this. Why do I remember this? I remember them saying that the Black Cube was special because that means the judges unanimously voted for your film, which doesn't happen a lot. Yeah, they were emphasizing that this doesn't happen.
This does not happen. Yeah, they were like, this does not happen with student films a lot of times. It was cool. But you guys had a long run of Chubzilla like in awards, I remember, right?
After the Art Directors Club Award ceremony, I think that was like the only time I really went out to receive a ceremony.
Right, and that
award
was in New York.
And that was in New York.
We went to that one together.
Yes.
Have you had any shows that you're really into right now?
Ever since COVID started, I got really into reality TV.
Oh.
Or somewhat, yeah. Well, one that you recommended, Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like an actual lightning in a bottle reality show. That's so good.
It's real quick down a rabbit hole if you start on that show.
It even like spread to me watching Vanderpump Villa.
Oh wow.
So I am in several watch parties with my sister-in-law. One for Below Deck, one for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we just caught up too. And then after I come back from vacation, we're gonna get started on Vanderpump Villa season 2.
Oh wow.
But then there's a reunion for the Mormon Wives show that's gonna come right after Vanderpumps. We're just gonna watch that.
Yeah.
And go back to Vanderpump. Anyways.
Did you have a favorite character on Vanderpump? Did you have a favorite person?
It's still Stassi.
Stassi.
I feel like she really carried. Like, and
she also like bailed halfway through.
Oh yeah,
she was like, I'm out.
No, but like that just kind of speaks to like how iconic she was. Like, okay, I'm just gonna say this, like I'm not sure if I really want to be friends with her personally. But I think she's great. Like, especially on Vanderpump. She says these like one-liners that like, I don't know, they're so good.
Yeah.
Especially when she's like tearing into Jax. It's so funny. I don't know why.
It's very funny. It's always funny.
Oh man.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
for coming and talking about careers,
food, and
all those things.
Existential crisis.
A lot of people are going through it right now. There's a lot happening, but Thank you for coming, filling up some of your day with this.
Yeah, thank you
And,
for having me.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anytime.
God.
Come on back. And thanks so much for taking the time to come and speak with me. And thank you all for watching this episode of Nick's Friends in Film. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. Tell us which reality TV show is your favorite, or which food moment in animated film is the one that makes you the hungriest. Let us know in the comments below, and join us next week for our next friend. Thanks so much. Bye.